Well, good morning. How are you? Man, what storms we've been having. The power flashing in and out, things going off and on. Seems like that's the rule for the whole world today. Somehow we seem to end up in a darkness around us that's unexpected. No wonder that Jesus said to his disciples, "You're the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden." You know, when the power goes out, we get a candle out, we light the end of it, and I believe we're the candles in this world today. When Jesus died on the cross, he left us here as a light onto the world to carry on his message. Look what he says. He said, "No one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house." And I believe that's what we do. We got to open up the drawer of our lives and get out there and not be hidden away. There's darkness surrounding us that we need to help the world see clearly what's going on around them. In the same way, Jesus said, "Let your good deeds shine out for all to see so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father." See, the word says that we've overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the words of our testimony, and those things that we do make a difference. When they tried to do, Nero tried to do away with the Christians in Rome, they went underground, but they came back up and they did good works for their neighbors that were the Romans that weren't Christians. And they couldn't figure out why they would risk their lives so that they would bring them soup and minister to them and take care of what's wrong with them. What caused that? And it was for the love of God. And many of them got saved. That's why he says in the same way, "Let your good deeds shine out for all to see so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father." Paul says in Acts chapter 13, he said, "For the Lord gave us this command when he said, 'I have made you a light to the Gentiles, to bring salvation to the furthest corners of the earth.'" I don't think he's ever stopped that mission for us. We need to share the gospel everywhere we are, everywhere we can. You may be hurting a little bit, but there's other people hurting too. And your faith in God and your relationship with Jesus Christ shines out of you. You see, we don't go about, Paul says in 2 Corinthians 4:5, we don't go about around preaching about ourselves. We preach that Jesus Christ is Lord, and we ourselves are your servants for Jesus' sake. And that's where we need to be in our life. We need to stop building ourselves up, and we need to lift Jesus Christ up to those around him. What we do is not to get recognition for ourselves, but it's to give Jesus Christ the recognition that he deserves. For God said, "Let there be light in the darkness," has made this light shine in our hearts so that we could know the glory of God that is seen in the face of Jesus. That light has to come upon us. We now have this light shining in our hearts, but we ourselves are like fragile clay jars containing this great treasure. That makes it clear that our great power is from God and not from ourselves. We need to realize that everything we do, everything we've got, it's a God thing. And then he said in Luke chapter 11, "Your eye is a lamp that provides light for your body. When your eye is good, your whole body is filled with light. But when it is bad, your body is filled with darkness." And I believe that we need to keep our eyes focused on God. Set your affections on things above and not things on the world. That's what Paul told them in Colossians. And I believe that's true today. We still need to look towards the cross. We need to keep our eyes focused on Jesus and not look back on those things that are no longer a hold of us or carrying us. Make sure that the light you think you have is not actually darkness. Sometimes we try to offer hope and get people on to other things, but there is no hope except through Jesus Christ. As I've said in the past, Jesus is the light. That's what John said. He is the light of the world. And that's the light that dwells in our heart that comes out of us. If you are filled with light, with no dark corners, then your whole life will be radiant, as though a floodlight were filling you with life. People will see you and just be attracted to you because they see some light coming out of you, some hope in the middle of the darkness. I believe that's where we need to be today. Hey, until next time, God bless you. Have a great day.